Good evening, parents. Good evening. Good evening. Glad to have you. Let's get everybody in. We're going to get started about 2 to 3 minutes, allowing everybody to join. Thank you for attending our April PPN meetings. Time is moving so fast. I can't believe we're already in the month of April and only 2 months to go for the final stretch. Thank everyone for coming tonight. Again, we're going to get started about 2 to 3 more minutes, allowing people to who's just now joining on to be admitted. We're letting you in the waiting room now. So give us about 2 or 3 more minutes of, and then we're gonna get started with tonight's meeting agenda. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks again, parents, for coming to our April PPN meeting, Parents Partners Network. We're going to get started at exactly 5:35, so 1 more minute, allowing parents who are joining in now to join. So again, thank you for coming tonight, and we're going to get started in approximately like 1 minute. All right, we're ready to get started. Thanks for coming, parents. Thanks for joining us. We have the district administration team here tonight, as well as our one and only fine art performing department for the district, representation from the elementary, middle, and high school tonight. They're so glad to be in front of you. So glad for you guys joining us. Again, we are in the almost in the fourth quarter. I think fourth quarter starts Monday after next. So we are almost 3/4 done with school, and we're pushing forward to get for the last quarter of school. This has been a year. It's flown by so fast. Thank you guys for joining tonight. We're going to go ahead and get started. In Mr. Anderson's absence, the principal, his great assistant, Ms. Taylor, standing in the gap, and she will start us off, giving us elementary school updates. Ms. Taylor is all yours.
All right. Good afternoon, parents. Thank you so much for joining us. Just a few updates from the elementary school. Report cards will go out on Friday. We will start our new fourth quarter semester on Monday. So you should be looking for those to go out, and you should receive those in the mail. First and second quarter honor roll certificates were sent home. They had special ceremonies in the classroom. Due to COVID and other restrictions, we decided to just have small ceremonies in the classroom for honor rolls. So please look for those certificates to come home. We will be sending third quarter certificates out on May 9th. For 7th, we are having a company or a program to come to our school, OK to Say. They partnered with the state of Michigan, and it's about bullying. They're focusing on bullying and cyberbullying and speaking up and being advocates for themselves and others. That program is going to come to the school on April 27th. Tomorrow is National Kindergarten Day. We will be celebrating our kindergarten students and teachers. We are actually one of the most important things I skipped over is our M-STEP testing started last week. This week we are working with our 5th grade and 4th grade students. Next week, 5th grade will be finishing up with math for our M-STEP, and that's our state testing basically. Some other upcoming things, we have Teacher Appreciation Week coming up. And so we have a few things that we were asking parents possibly to help their students to do, like create cards, handmade cards at home for their teachers, or little small tokens of appreciation. And that will be May 2nd through May 6th. We will be sending out a message through Class Dojo for that. And I think I covered everything. Oh, one other thing, we have elementary school track and field. Today was the last day to sign up for that. So if you are interested in, if you have a 1st grade through 5th grade student, they should sign up through the Google form that was sent out earlier this week. If you have any questions about that, you can email me. And that concludes my notes. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Taylor. Again, parents, at the end of the meeting, we always come back and you're allowed to ask any of the administration or myself any questions at the end of the meeting. So please, if you have anything you want to ask for the elementary school, just write it down and keep it until we get towards the end of the meeting. You either can put it in the chat or you can unmute yourself and ask the question personally. Again, parents, do not forget to make sure you put your child's name and grade inside the chat and make sure they get credit, the extra credit that we talked about. And from what I'm hearing, a lot of kids can use extra credit these days. So I want to make sure that you take advantage of getting your child extra credit. We just thank you for coming. You may not come just for that, but just because you are here, we'll make sure that we give your child that support and the extra credit that they deserve because you came tonight. All right, Dr. Richard, middle school principal, is all yours.
All right, good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out today. And I'm glad you guys have a chance to connect with us as the administration. I just have a few announcements that I want to share with you. First one, if you are not receiving our weekly updates via text or email, please let me know. You can give us your updated email or updated phone contact information, and we can get those to you. We send robo text and robo email. So that's the first thing. Those updates include things like our volleyball team, our girls volleyball team. We want to congratulate them for being district champions for the PAL League. So they represented very well. Want to just honor them. Speaking of honors, we have our honors brunch that's coming up pretty soon for the students who had a 3.0 or above. In these challenging times and this turbulent situation that we're in education from last year, the year before, they've demonstrated that grit and that fortitude to make sure that they maintain their grades during this time. So we want to honor them. Also, we have the dinner dance for our 8th graders coming up on June 10th. So June 10th, we're going to have a dinner dance called the Sneaker Ball. Students can wear their sneakers and dress formally for this occasion to celebrate their promotion from 8th grade. Baseball is actually underway. And if your child is already signed up, we have the schedule that's been posted already. So the games, we want to go out and support them. Miss Taylor also said that we are celebrating our teachers. So we did send out a Teacher of the Year link in one of our parent communications. Please feel free to fill that out and also add some quick notes about why you may have chosen a specific teacher who's touched your child's heart and mind this year. So please give them a note. They really appreciate it. And we want to read some of that over the PA system so that they really feel special. Sometimes people, who give the most are the least appreciated. So we want to make sure that we appreciate them as much as possible, genuinely. We're in testing mode. We are doing the M-STEP now in full-fledged testing mode. So we had a great day today. Everything went smoothly. And a lot of students that I spoke to said that they felt very confident about how they took the M-Step. They said it was easier than they expected it to be. So that's code for me for saying that they were prepared. They're more prepared than they expected to be. So that's good. And last but not least, we had a great African Heritage program on the 25th of March. And a lot of people collaborated on that program, made it a success. And we have some pictures that we're going to share with you in our weekly updates. And that's about it for now.
Thank you, Dr. Rencher. One more announcement, I guess, for the elementary and middle school. I think Ms. Taylor did mention about track. Also, middle school track is starting up at the same time. They had a parent interest meeting, I believe it's supposed to be tomorrow, maybe, Doc. I had to get with Coach Ahart to find out for sure, but middle school track and elementary track will be starting up by next week. And I know there's already 120 elementary parents have already signed up for track for their students. And we typically have about 100 kids per school. It's a great opportunity for kids to get a little exercise. So middle school parents, be looking out for that information to come shortly about when the practice starts for middle school track. Thank you, Doc. Again, parents, if you have any questions for Dr. Rencher at the end of the meeting, he'll be here to answer those questions. Any ideas, thoughts, concerns, we're open to hear everything anything you can help us with when it comes to providing a good educational environment for you and your child. Mr. Erickson, high school principal, is up next.
All right, good evening, parents. Thank you so much for coming out. A few updates from the high school. We are in testing mode, just like the middle school and elementary. You may have a student at the high school who's taken the SAT, PSAT, M-Step. We are finishing up M-Step tomorrow for our juniors, and it'll be Monday for our virtual juniors. So if you do have a virtual student who's in 11th grade, we will need you to come in on Monday. And if you have a 11th grader who missed the SAT or the WorkKeys exam, we'll have some makeups next week. We'll be reaching out. And other than that, we should be done with testing. Some upcoming events on the 28th of April, we have our NHS induction. We have about 20 students who will be inducted in the National Honor Society. We did not do this last year due to COVID. So it is an exciting event for our students. If you have a student who applied and was accepted, you'll be invited. And if you have a 9th grade or 10th grade student who maybe didn't apply, that's something they can do in the future. Great thing to put on your resume. You need a 3.5 GPA and some letters of recommendation. Also upcoming on May 6th, we have our decision day for our seniors, where we are going to recognize what their post-secondary plans, whether it's in the trades, whether it's in service, whether it's in a career or a college or university. So we typically do that from 1 to 3 o'clock. And again, if you have a senior, you will be invited to attend the district auditorium. And we also have our DECA store opening that day as well, which is really exciting for our marketing students, some of our other students in the CTE programs. And lastly, we do have our spring concert. Tentative date right now is May 11th. We'll be communicating that out, but that is a great segue into our wonderful performing arts, band, orchestra, dance, and vocal. Really a huge reason why our students come to school. I was a math teacher, and I can honestly say they're not coming to school for math, okay? They're coming to school for the performing arts and some of these CTE classes and the clubs and organizations and athletics. So they do a great job, and I'm gonna pass the mic over to them, and they can describe their great programs, many of which actually bridge multiple buildings, which is really wonderful.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Mr. Williams, are you going to? Okay. Thank you, Mr. Erickson. My name is Charles Thomas. I'm the Director of Performing Arts for the District of Chandler Park Academy. And I welcome you all, welcome administration as well. Actually coming out of marching band rehearsal, so you might hear some drums in the back, so my apologies. But I would like to start off with our letting the parents know we have 4 different departments, and like, as Mr. Erickson said, it's spread it over from the middle school, elementary, middle, and high school. But first and foremost, at our elementary school, we have Mrs. Dinwiddie, who is our band director at our elementary school. At the middle school, we have myself, Mr. Thomas, and Mr. Dicio, and also our music assistant, Mr. Mike Mumford. He helps at the middle school. And then at the high school, we have Mr. Dicio, myself again, Mr. Richardson, and Mrs. Who does dance, and then Mrs. Griffith, who does choir. So we have a pretty big performing arts department. I call it, we're the one stop shop. You know, we work together. We're a team. We make things happen. We look out for each other, and we also are that way with our students. So before Mr. Richardson is our dance teacher, he does have to leave, so I'm gonna let him present first. And so, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, Mr. Richardson, our dance teacher for the CPA District.
All righty. Well, good afternoon or good evening, parents and staff and our district leaders. As Mr. Thomas said, I'm Mr. Richardson, the dance teacher here at CPA in the high school. Do I have access to share my screen, Mr. Williams?
Yes, you should. Yes. Yep.
Okay. 1 second. All righty then. Hopefully we all can see that. Great. So as we see here, I'm just going to read off the screen a little bit, and then I'm going to go over things that we teach in the dance class. So dance is the voice of the body. We believe in pushing this voice to the greatest limit to make a statement. This statement is upon an individual student basis. We understand that the dance world holds multiple realms that one can tap into. We have professional training from a career-based teacher. If you want to join a major company such as Alvin Ailey or American Ballet Theater, this is definitely a place for your child. If you want to dance for artists such as Beyonce, Chris Brown, you know, these are things that your dancer wants to do, or if they want to be a dancer, this is the place for them completely. So with that being said, as you see here, we have different styles that I teach in our class, such as ballet, modern, contemporary, jazz, hip hop, pas de deux, or what we will call partnering, and then also teaching the dancers how to actually choreograph their own dances. We literally have a state-of-the-art setup as far as ballet bars, mirrors, literally some of the best there are. And the kids really hone into class when we have that stuff out. And even when we don't pull it out, they're really in tune in class. They're in tune in what we're talking about. I not only lean into them just dancing, but I'm big on having that dance history portion. Where does dance come from? Whether it's from the historical basis of being over in France and Russia, all the way to Africa, even going to South America, and then moving on up here to North America and things of that nature. I believe in just having that entire cultural view of dance in order to build the young dancer up. As a professional myself, I also believe in pushing them to their best ability. Some of my dancers will tell you I push them hard, but it's because I want the best out of them. And a lot of them really excel well. I've had some dancers who have gone off and graduated and got dance scholarships to different colleges. Some are still dancing professionally now. And then again, I have some who actually are in the school, but they still dance outside of school in various places and do really, really well. So here I actually have a small video from our history program that just shows some of the dance styles that we do. And I think this would be really much so a treat for you all as parents. So I'll just play this for you. Oh, 1 second. There we go. All right, so I'll stop the video there. Hopefully that was an amazing treat for you all again as parents, just seeing what we do here at the high school as far as technique. I really hone in on modern. Thank you for the claps there. I really hone in on modern with our students because it really helps them get into their body and really understand what they're doing, mind, body, and spirit. And it helps them mentally, it helps them emotionally. A lot of them kind of pour out those emotions throughout dance. Sometimes, kids have a hard time talking to parents, or they may have a hard time talking to other teachers, but when they're in their element, they can just let go. So they don't have to come home stressed out or come home stressing you out, and they can go throughout the entire school day focused and doing what they need to do as students. So that is the dance department here at the high school, and thank you all for having me.
Again, thank you, Mr. Richardson. That was a wonderful presentation.
Mr. Thomas, I got one question, Mr. Richardson. At what grade can students, before you go, join the dance? Do you have a articulation program with the middle school, or is just high school students right now?
Right now it's just high school. There has been talks of extending to the middle school, but we'll wait and see what that's going to look like. But as of right now, we just do 9th through 12th.
Yeah, so I basically was putting you on front by asking about the middle school. That's something I think Dr. Richard would definitely love to have as part of his school program as well. Since we already had the marching band over there, we might as well get dance over there too.
Oh, without a
Thank you,
doubt.
Mr. Richardson.
No problem.
Without a doubt. Way to strike that. Okay, we're going to move along. I'm going to go back a little bit. We're going to ask Mrs. Dinwiddie, our elementary music teacher, to give us a small presentation of what she's offering over at the elementary school. This is Ms. Dinwiddie.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ms. Dinwiddie. Like Mr. Thomas said, thank you for having me. I'm just going to speak a little bit about some of the things that we do over in the elementary building. My overall goal is to be a feeder program for our middle school and our high school program. So my job is to basically get the students ready to be able to play instruments when they get to the middle school. So I start all the way down in kindergarten, and kindergarten through 3rd grade, the basic things that we learn is the elements of music. So we learn rhythm, we learn about tempo, we learn about dynamics in music. We learn about loud and soft. We learn about, all those different things. Some other things that we do as far as the older kids is my main thing for them is really to get them ready to be able to play those instruments. So I go over reading rhythms, reading notes on the staff. I go over a grand staff. I go over things like that. We have recently started playing recorders, and another thing that I have started doing with my elementary students is allowing them to be a part of the marching band after school. We're working our way up to doing that. It's going really well. The kids are really enjoying it. I have other kids that want to sign up, but I have stopped the sign up last week so that we can be able to move forward. I have just a few pictures of some of the things that we have been doing over at the elementary school. I'm gonna share that with you guys. I'm sorry, 1 second. All right, here we are. Here's one of the pictures. These are 2 kindergartners. They're separating objects that are loud and objects that are quiet. I have some more. 1 second. How do I go back? All right. Here's another one where I took my 5th grade students over to the middle school just so they can get a quick idea of what they'll be getting to when they get to middle school, because I have a lot of 5th and 4th graders that are actually really interested in playing instruments. So I just want to take them over so they can see what they'll be getting themselves into when they actually get into middle school. And I have one more to show you guys. And here we have some 3rd graders. They're creating their own rhythms and they're using the rhythm sticks to be able to clap those rhythms and to practice basic rhythms that we've been going over in class. So my overall goal is just to be a feeder to the middle school program and to keep them going as far as they can, as far as music. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Dinwiddie. Thank you so much. Very good. She has really been a blessing to our district. She comes over in the afternoons and help out with the marching band over the high school and bring, like I was telling Mr. Williams today, she brought about 20, 25 kids over today. I was just tickled because it's been a long time since I've seen that many students that interested in music, but it's always good to have a feeder program. And I'm glad we started that here at CPA. Moving on, we're going to let Mr. Dici, our strings teacher, he also works in the middle school as well as the high school. Me and him, we flop schools. In the morning, he's at the high school and I'm at the middle school. And then in the afternoon, he comes over to the middle school and I come to the high school. So ladies and gentlemen, here is Mr. Michael Dicio.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Sorry for the chaos on my end. I've got 2 little kids here that are asking for their dinner right now. So anyways, I apologize for that. But anyways, as far as the orchestra at Chandler Park Academy, like Mr. Thomas mentioned, I teach 3 classes in the morning at the high school. And then I switch in the afternoon to the middle school and I have 2 classes over there as well. We try to focus on the 4 stringed instruments, the violin, the viola, the cello, and the bass. That's my kind of area of expertise, is the string family of instruments. And we start usually most of our students start at beginning level. If you have any students that have experience with these instruments, I would certainly love to meet them. But most of our students do start at a beginning level. We start at the very basics. This is the parts of the instrument. This is how you treat the instruments. And certainly this is how you should play the instruments. And we start with usually, Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star and the basics like that. But now at this point in the year, we try to work our way into some much more advanced music, which hopefully we'll be showcasing here in the spring concert coming up next month. But like I said, we certainly try to work with them. Hopefully, if they start at a beginning level, I would like to see them back, hopefully year after year. And so we can build that skill level up and again, prepare these students as they're leaving high school for possibly a college career, or even if they are just an avid music lover and don't really wish to pursue music, we certainly like to encourage that as just a well-rounded kind of education and lifestyle, as far as I'm concerned. So like I said, if you have any questions, I'm certainly happy to entertain them. Yeah, please speak up if you do have one. Otherwise, like I said, if you have a middle school student or a high school student that is interested in this area of music, I would love to meet them and certainly try to get them enrolled in our class, in our program, and work with them in the class. Pardon me.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Mr. Dicio. Thank you so much. If there's any parents that would like to ask Mr. Dicio any questions, you please feel free to do so. If you want to raise your hand or so forth and so on. If not, we'll keep it moving. Okay. Mrs. Griffith is out ill today. But Mrs. Griffith, Taylor Griffith, is our choir or vocal teacher at the high school. We do not have a vocal teacher at the middle school yet. Hopefully, this will encourage Dr. Rencher to kind of push for that. But so we can kind of, go back and forth, and we can, we can start that pipeline of music, vocal music from the middle school to the high school. So, but what I am going to do is I'm going to play a video of the choir, and when they were in competition, Mrs. Griffith sent it over to me, so I'm going to share my screen briefly. Let's see here. There we go. And we're going to share that. Here we go. And this is the Chandler Park Academy concert choir. Is it showing?
Yes, it's showing.
Okay, thank you.
Who's in my heart? I'm gonna sing to the Spirit. Who's in my heart? I'm gonna sing to the Spirit. Who's in my heart? I'm gonna sing to Jesus. I'm gonna sing to my Jesus. Who's in my Jesus? I'll sing to my Jesus. Who's in my Jesus? I'll sing to my Jesus. Who's in my Jesus? I'll sing to my Jesus. Here he comes, gonna sing to my Jesus. Who's in my Jesus? I'll sing to my Jesus. Who's in my Jesus? I'll sing to my Jesus. Who's in my Jesus? I'll sing to my Jesus. Here he comes. It was grace that brought me. It was grace that taught me. It was grace that kept me. It was grace that will lead me home.
All right. All right. That was Miss Griffith and her choir, our concert choir. She has really worked hard with our kids, and she's taken them many different places, to churches and also to community events. And I am very proud of Mrs. Griffith and what she has done with our choir here at the Chandler Park Academy High School. And hopefully, like I said, we can get her involved in the middle school. And if you have any questions, I'm pretty sure it's Griffith T at chandlerparkacademy.net. You can reach out to her if you have a student that would like to, that's interested in learning how to sing, read music, vocal music, and being a part of the choir at the high school. Now I'm going to do my presentation. I'm a little long with it, so Mr. Williams, if you need to, Mr. Erickson and Mr. Dr. Rancher, you can stop me. You can put the brakes on, all right? Because I can get going. All right. Well, I'm Mr. Charles Thomas again. I am the music director at the middle school and the high school. I teach two classes of instrumental music in the AM. My 8th grade is first hour, 7th grade is second hour. And then I transition over to the high school where I teach 2 beginning band classes and an intermediate band class. Of course, we usually have an advanced band, but because due to the COVID we coming out of, a lot of our students did not get an opportunity to even have instruments or even touch instruments. So we're getting them back into the swing of things. And it's kind of working out really good. Well, a part of our music program, there's 3 performances that we look forward to our students to participate in. And 3 of them are graded performances, which we do in the winter concert. We have a Black History program, and we have a spring concert. Those 3 programs are incorporated into their grades, and we use them as finals. Okay, that shows our administration what we have been doing and accomplishing in our music program. So for me, that's an opportunity for me to showcase my kids and the rigor that I've put on them. Usually by spring concert, that's the time where they are really engaged. They know their material. They're dressed up in black and white with the bow ties, and it's really a very nice event. The strings department, dance department, choir also participates in our spring concert, as well as our Black History and our winter concert. So that is something that we did not have a chance to do the previous years, but thank God that we're going to be able to do it this year, and we'll be in our auditorium. Now, Mr. Erickson did mention May 11th. Due to the availability of our auditorium, I'm talking to Mr. Williams, we're going to have the middle school is going to be May 11th, and the high school is going to be May 19th. Okay, that's a Thursday. Okay, which would be a lot more conducive because I think we have a meeting, a parent meeting on that 18th that night, the Wednesday night when we usually have it. Okay, but so parents, if you could write that down, May 11th is the middle school spring concert, and May 19th, which is a Thursday, is the high school spring concert. Okay, moving right along, I have about 4 different entities within the high school music program. And I've actually, my middle schoolers also play with my high school marching band, but we have concert band, we have jazz band, we have pep band, and we have marching band. Now, with the concert band, of course, you have your beginners band, and then you have your advanced and intermediate. But the concert band is usually the one that we showcase with the more strategic music at the different concerts. Those would be those students that have played more than 1 or 2 years. That have showed an interest. Some take private lessons. Some actually are in all 4 different units. They're in the pep band, marching band, jazz band, and concert band. Our jazz band is conducted by Mr. Michael Mumford, who is a world-renowned saxophonist. He's been with the district for about 4 or 5 years, and he plays all over the country. I mean, he plays at Hart Plaza, he plays down at Fox Theater, Aretha Franklin Amphitheater. So he's very well known, and he is a wonderful saxophonist. And he is also a part of our music department. He runs, like I said, he runs the jazz band. Now, the pep band and marching band kind of coincide with each other. Our pep band plays for all our basketball games at the school. Now, hopefully, if things go the way I would like them to go, we will have a pep band in the middle school to participate with the middle school basketball games, girls and boys. That will also help with the transition from them learning, being intermediate to advanced and coming to high school. So I'll have them for a longer time period. All right. Now, our marching band is, I'm not going to say world renowned, but I will say we have a lot going on in the marching band here at CPA. We did a couple parades. We did the St. Patrick's Day parade recently. We're on board to do the Memorial Day parade, and we have a very big event coming up on next Saturday, which is April 30th. We'll be traveling to Trotwood, Ohio, for the Trotwood-Madison Battle of the Bands. Thanks to the administration, EES, and our principal, Mr. Erickson, for approving this. So our kids will get an opportunity to go out and showcase what we've been working on these past 4 to 5 months. It's been really rigorous. It's been really rigorous for us because, you know, the timing. We still have students that are dealing with the COVID situation. So practice and rehearsals are very strategic. So, you know, sometimes we may not have but 5 or 6 students. Sometimes we have up to 15 or 20, but we make it happen. No excuses. All right. And now I would like to go back for a brief moment, and I want to mention something about our concert band. We had the opportunity of participating in the Grassroots series for the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. That is a tribute to Black History Month. We took a group of about 17 students down to Orchestra Hall, and it was a wonderful turnout. Our students dressed up. They actually asked me could they dress up. You know, they had on ties, they had on suit jackets. They were very, very, very nice and neat, and they had very good representation of Chandler Park Academy. And that's something that we do annually, go to and participate in the Detroit Symphony Orchestra Grassroots series. So that's something to be very proud of. All right. I think that does it for me in reference to the concert band, the jazz band, marching band. But I do have a short video I'm going to show to highlight some of the students. And I'm going to share my screen. And here we go. And here we go.
Chandler Park Instrumental Music Department is one of CPA's most valued programs. We offer beginning band, intermediate band, advanced band, jazz band, and our world famous Sonic Blue marching band. If you enjoy music, then come and give us a try. Many of our students have went off to college with partial and full scholarships. Our elite concert band performs in the community and also performs for recruitment rallies. Our world famous marching band, Sonic Blue, travels out of state and competes in-state at competitions, marches in parades, and performs at major events. The Sonic Blue Marching Band also performs at every home football and basketball game. Our jazz band is a group of students that play all over the city and travels out of state to perform. We are really proud of our instrumental music department here at CPA, and we're confident that if you choose to be a part, you will be proud as well. Mr. C. Thomas Sr. is the director of bands, and you can reach him via email at thomasc@chandlerparkacademy.net or via band phone at 313-515-3615. Please sign up with your counselor to be a part of this phenomenal music program today.
All right, thank you so much. I do have one more thing I'm going to mention before we get out of here, before I leave anyway, is that all of my seniors this year at the high school received full scholarships to two different universities. One being Simmons College of Kentucky. Every one of my seniors received $12,000 per semester scholarship to Simmons College of Kentucky. That is very commendable. The band directors came up here and auditioned my students. He was very pleased with their audition. Secondly, Wilberforce, Ohio will have the first drum major from CPA. Jordan Harris has accepted the position of drum major. So he'll be a freshman drum major going to college and leading the band. So that's very commendable. Wilberforce University in Wilberforce, Ohio. So we got a lot of exciting things going on here at CPA. And I thank you, parents, for allowing your students to stay here and participate in our program. I see Mrs. Ford has a question.
Yes, I am so sorry. I just got done with work with my client, so I just hopped on the Zoom meeting. So I believe I missed the beginning part. Is middle school, is it the band's going to be for middle school? My daughter's sixth grade.
Yes, most definitely, Mrs. Ford. We have 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. Now, the situation that we had this year was because we were in cohorts. So we had to arrange some things. We do have a group called Mosaic that's actually working with our 6th graders in the 3rd hour. Mosaic they do vocal, they do they don't do instrumental, but they do dance. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they do a recording. Is that correct, Dr. Rencher? I think they do like production, studio production. There you go, studio production.
So
Go ahead.
My daughter, she does DYC, and also Kyla, she's been on Steve Harvey Little Big Shots. Like she sort of kind of already has a little career. So I heard that this school actually would help her in those areas, because I sing background for Anita Baker and run 2 businesses. So I sort of kind of don't have time to, she doesn't listen to me anyways. She I can tell her that's the wrong note 100 times, and then y'all tell her, Kyla, that's the wrong note, and she listens. So it's like, I would prefer her to be under, you get what I'm saying? Under you guys anyway.
I totally get it. Well,
Ms. Ford, Ms. Ford, put your daughter's name in the chat, and Mr. Thomas, definitely hook her up with Ms. Griffin, so we can see if we can get something going with her. I'm hoping that even though, so just it should be a little button at the bottom of the chat.
I see it.
Yep. So Ms. Ford, just put her name and grade down there. I'm hoping to get our articulation program, even though that our staff is limited and they can't oftentimes have the class during the daytime, but I'm hoping we can get a vocal piece going after school, a band. The band is kind of already going with the elementary middle school, but for dance as well. I'm hoping that we can get something after school that our elementary middle school kids can still be a part of our program before they get to the high school. So I got you, Ms. Ford. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate that that comment and that question. With that being said, if you have any questions or if you concerns, you can reach me at Thomas C. At chandlerparkacademy.net, or you can reach me at my band phone 313-515-3615. That does it for me in the Performing Arts Department. We thank you again for giving us your time, and I'm going to turn it back over to Mr. Williams.
Thank you so much, Mr. Thomas, and the Performing Arts Department, Mr. Dicio, Ms. Dinwiddie, Mr. Richardson, and Mr. Thomas again. I think I got everybody. Thank you guys so much for sharing tonight with our parents and sharing your expertise and your love and passion for working with students. Parents, if anybody got any questions, we are now in our Q&A time. You can have questions from the Performing Arts Department or from any other principals. If you have a question, you can either put it in the chat or you can do like Ms. Flora did and raise your hand and we will call on you. This is our opportunity to hear from you. If you have questions, concerns, comments, or ideas, please don't hesitate to share. And I'll give you a few minutes. And while we're waiting on you guys, to please make sure that you put your child's name inside the chat, your child's name and grade. We'll have to record that so we can get you squared away. Does anybody have any questions, ideas, comments, or concerns as we wrap up? Mr. Thomas did get a spring concert date. I do want to announce, I told parents at the last meeting that we still do have the free COVID testing for the children here at CPA, but more importantly, parents now can take advantage of that as well. Parents and siblings of students that go here at CPA can come up between 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. and receive a free COVID test. So no more standing in line, no more having to find a doctor, no more having to wait to schedule an appointment. We're offering that service free of charge right here at the district auditorium, which is inside the elementary school. Just pull up to the front door, let them know you're here for COVID testing. It's a very simple, quick, easy process, but you can now, as a parent of a CPA student, you can receive that test free as well. So if you need one, think you may need one, just stop up, and it's very quick and easy, but more importantly, it's convenient. Even if you have a child that does not go to CPA, but your one child does, that sibling can also receive a free COVID test as well. So you can't beat it. It's the best program that we have going right now, that's free COVID testing.
Mr. Williams?
Yes.
I got a question in there. Ms. Richardson, about NHS. So the counselors will basically send out the application for NHS partway through 10th grade year. So it'll be the 9th grade, 2 semesters and 1 semester of 10th grade. And if they have a 3-5, then they'll be able to apply from there on out. Does that answer your question? Disappeared.
Yes, it does partially, and thank you, Mr. Erickson. It does. Davion received his acceptance letter in December for the National Society of High School Scholars. And so I'm not sure, if there needs to be a track record attached to that, like, okay, Davion, you were, accepted, inducted, or whatever the case may be, but you have to keep this up and then give it a year, and then we'll revisit, and then we can go from there. So is there a time frame associated with that post 9th grade or post acceptance in early 9th grade?
So I would say email Miss Barber. She's our assistant principal who works. She's in charge of NHS really with Miss Sipsock. So it's Barber R. for Rhonda at chandlerparkacademy.net.
Okay, thank you for that question, Richard. And actually, I do want to announce to the 9th grade parents. I know Mr. Erickson, it should be coming up maybe by next month. We'll be advertising for dual enrollment for those students who would like to take advantage of being able to receive their associate's degree by the time they get out of high school, so they'll get their high school diploma and their associate's degree totally free on Chandler Park Academy. It's the best program we have out there if your student has plans on going to college, because they can get 2 years of college education while they're in high school for free. Everything for free. So keyword for free. So please, if you have a 9th grade student, be on the lookout for that information. It starts in 9th grade. And then we'll be advertising that with Ms. Sane. I'm pretty sure the end of April, beginning of May, the dual enrollment program, getting kids registered for that. Next month, I'm hoping I'm going to have the principals be able to present out on their summer enrichment programs, what the plans are for the summertime. There will be some students that had to come mandatory have to come to summer school, and then we're also going to have some summer enrichment programs for elementary and middle school. I think pretty much high school is all credit recovery, but elementary and middle school does have enrichment programs, and we're going to see who all we can bring in on campus this summer and allow to try to play catch up for what we missed out during COVID. So I'm hopefully have them present on that next month. Because that next one will be our last meeting for the year, and that typically takes place, parents, July 5th through the end of July. Is when our summer enrichment programs take place, and we will have things like Mr. Thomas doing band and music in the second half of the day. So we have a great educational program in the morning time, and then we allow the kids to, as they say, quote unquote, let their hair down and have a good time in the afternoon time with things like production, studio, making videos and band and art, things of that nature. So we have a full-fledged all-day program for the month of July from whoever all we can fit into the building during the summertime. So we're looking forward to that information to come up at our next meeting. If there are no more questions, it's 6:23. Thank you guys for coming out to the April PPN meeting. Anytime you have any questions, concerns, the people on the call tonight. Yep.
Hi, Mr. Williams. Sorry.
Hey,
Last question.
No, take your time.
Mr. Erickson, this question is for you if you're still with us. The Teacher Appreciation Week, is that something the high school will be celebrating as well? And if so, what are the dates associated with that?
That's the first week of May.
And the high school will be participating in those? Okay.
Yeah,
wonderful.
we're sending something out to students, so where they can type up positive things about their staff members, and then we're going to include those in the announcements and send them out to teachers.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Yes, so parents, anytime you got something to say positive about a teacher, which I know a lot of times not often, but we'll take it when we can get it. Please send it in to the principal, let them know that this teacher is doing a bang up job, heck of a job with your child. And principals love to hear information. We'll make sure that teacher receives that. And more importantly, we'll be acknowledged for that. It goes a long way, as Dr. Richard said earlier, when parents acknowledge and recognize that, hey, this person here is doing a great job. My child's spending the proper time, grades always up to date, communicate, always on point. So we always hear sometimes a lot of negative things, but there are people out here who are getting it in. So parents always feel free to email the principals, let those principals know that this teacher definitely needs to stand out because he or she is doing a great job. All right. Thank you for your time tonight. Oh, Ms. Ford, yep.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
Ms. Richardson just informed me about Teachers Week, Teacher Appreciation Week. So if the parents wanted to send, if I wanted to get a count of the teachers in the school, and because we're not allowed to bring, come past that front desk. So how would I send 50 gifts through my sixth grader?
You need to contact Dr. Venture, and we will gladly receive those gifts at the front security desk. So we're not gonna hold you up and give them the gifts. Yes, no, but Dr. Venture will coordinate with you.
My daughter will want to be a part of the gifting.
Yes, she can do that. Yeah. So
Okay.
email Dr. Rencher at rencherc@chelmsparkacademy.net, and we will coordinate something with you and get that taken care of. Again, parents, yeah, we celebrate. Actually, we call it staff appreciation because we know there are people from security to the janitors to people in the kitchen that play a vital role when it comes to a village of raising, educating kids. It's not just us. Please, it takes a village to raise these kids. So anything you want to do positive for staff, yes, just let the principals know, and we can coordinate that. And we truly appreciate anything that you guys feel like that put on your heart to do for teachers, because they are essential workers. But it's yes. Very tough time in education right now. So anything positive we can say or do for them, just saying, hey, great job, good job, thank you for your service, it goes a long way. So thank you, Ms. Ford. Thank you, Ms. Richardson, for bringing those things up. And anybody else wants to do anything, reach out to your principals, and we definitely can put that into play. All right. Well, all hearts are satisfied, all minds clear. If you got any other questions, you can email me, Mr. Ken Williams, the District Parent and Community Liaison, at williamsk@chandlerparkacademy.net. williamsk@chandlerparkacademy.net. I look forward to seeing everybody next month, the third Wednesday of the month, which will be, let's see here, May 18th, 5:30. May 18th, 5:30. All right, everybody. Have a great night. Signing off. Thank you for coming.